Hello, my beautiful goddesses. Welcome to my channel. I am Polkiz, your life coach, money coach, relationship coach, your friend. I'm very happy to be here today and welcome to my channel. If you're new, I invite you to stay. Let's talk. And in this channel is where you're going to find anything that has to do with inner work, personal development, money, manifestations, relationships, getting the ring, living your best life as the goddess that you are. So if you're new, welcome. I invite you to subscribe. And today is going to be a very fun video. I'm trying to do something different, and I post a little question box on my Instagram stories asking if some of the goddesses that follow me there had a few questions that you wanted to know, or maybe you were just curious. I have them right here. I posted that story yesterday, so thank you for the ladies, my goddesses, that posted your questions. So I'm going to be replying those questions. So those are topics that are, you're interested in, and also other women, because if one person asks, is because maybe another woman that maybe didn't have the courage to ask, maybe she's going to listen and be like, hey, that's what I wanted to ask. So I believe that we collectively manifest the information or the answers or the signs from the universe to, answer our questions. So I'm not going to be saying names. Maybe I might say it for a friend or two that I know they're going to be okay if I mention them. But some of the ladies asked me to keep the name anonymous just because, it's a little more intimate or personal. So I have my laptop here, and I have the questions open. First question, let's start with this one. It says, will you give examples of how you embody your different feminine flavors? You're so inspiring. Thank you so much. Yes, I love this question. Thank you for asking. And I feel that I embody like a wide range of feminine flavors. So first of all, what are feminine flavors? As women, we're very multi-dimensional, multifaceted, and we get to experience and embody a lot of feminine flavors. So if you think about motherhood, that is one flavor, that is one energy. You're nurturing, you're guiding, you're loving, you're being compassionate, and you have that mother energy, right? And then another flavor will be like your sexy energy, like your sexy kind of like tiger or lioness or cheetah, like a sexy cheetah. That will be your sexy energy, right? When you're flirting with your husband, when you're flirting or having intimacy, of course, you're not going to use your mother energy or your mother flavor, right? Like that's different. Also, when you are in a professional environment, you act professional. You're not going to be putting your sex energy out there, or your mothering, right? You're not mothering your boss or your employees. So you use kind of like the boss goddess to execute, to pull the shots, and like that there is multiple flavors. Also, the goddess, I love this word, but the goddess, it's kind of like she knows what she wants out of life. She has boundaries with herself first. She knows her value. She knows that she's a high value woman. She has boundaries with herself to accomplish what the goals that she wants, and also boundaries with family, with people that try to steal her time or that want to like just take from her. She's not gonna just bend back and forth for someone. She has standards. So that's kind of like the goddess, but she's very magnetic. Another flavor will be like you are super funny, right? Like you have a good sense of humor, and that's like a funny flavor, like a gracious being, or childlike, like someone that is like childlike, sweet to be around. And in life, in different phases of your life, you want to explore and embody all these flavors. So how I do it, I've been practicing for years, and I know the different like things that I like, and what I enjoy doing, I keep doing of that. So for example, if I love dancing, that's one flavor. I love dancing. I love being a Latina. I love dancing. So I embody and I practice. I put the time, energy, and sometimes money in classes, or, buying like shoes or whatever I have to do to embody that flavor, to fully embody it, because I like to do it. And also try new things. So if you feel that you don't have a lot of flavors right now, you need to start exploring hobbies or start exploring things that you might discover a new flavor there. For example, another flavor that I love, that I have embodied and stayed with me, it's baking. I truly love baking, like reading the recipes, the ingredients, exploring new type of breads or sugar-free cakes. If you remember, if you follow me from before, I used to bake a lot of like keto treats here on YouTube. So I embody that. That's a flavor of a baker. I love to bake. I love to bake cakes for my husband, my family, my baby, and it's just a flavor. Also, your sexuality, right? Like you being comfortable with your own sensuality. I'm not talking about like going, sleep with men. It's your own pleasure, your own femininity, your own sexuality. Like, how do you feel when you put a nice dress or some lingerie on your own? Start exploring that sexiness in you. That's another flavor. And I have embodied that on my own, and also obviously in my intimate relationship with my husband. Another one that, of course, I had no choice than to, start, it's mothering. When you start mothering, when you become a mom, obviously that natural instinct is going to kick in. You're going to have this mother instinct of knowing how to do things and wanting to nurture, to protect. And then you have to balance it between mothering your husband or mothering your child, right? Like many women just stay in that nurturing, mothering energy, and they mother everyone they come in contact with, their boss, their own mom, their husband, the neighbors, everything. And then they just have this mothery, like, oh, I just love her like a mom, but I don't want to sleep with her, I don't want to propose, or I don't want to take her on a date or something like that. She's not magnetic. She's nice to be around because she's nurturing and you feel taken care of, but you don't want to take care of her. So these women usually end up depleted because they're always taken care of and nobody's taking care of them. So watch the levels of how much you're spending your time of the day, and the energy, the flavor that you're in, and learn to balance it. So during the day, I embody maybe like 6 flavors because I have a business. I have, my husband, I'm a mother. I also love to dance and work out. Another flavor is like lifting weights. I love lifting weights in the gym. So that's more like a strong, I use my masculine energy to do it. And then after that, I dance and I flow instantly into my feminine energy, my feminine flavor of a dancer. And then, of course, we have businesses with my husband, so that requires a different energy and a different flavor from what I'm doing right now. So start learning different hobbies, try different things, and see the things that you like, and then stick with them. Try to invest time, energy, and sometimes money, because sometimes, you want to try this class or buy this book or try this outfit. And then the more you practice it, but actually practice what you like from these hobbies, you're going to start embodying that to the root. So thank you. I hope that helped. And if you have any more questions, of course, you can send me a DM or comment in the video below. Okay, next question. Johanna says, no question, just wanted to thank you for sharing your message and teach us about money and how to be a goddess. You fully embody that goddess energy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And I fully receive your message. That is not a question, just you being thankful that I'm showing up to teach you about money. And thank you for saying that I embody the goddess energy. So see that it's a flavor. The goddess energy, it's a flavor. Thank you so much. Another question, it says, how to balance my startup business when I have 2 toddlers and I want to create and do something different than the monotonous day-to-day of a stay-at-home mom. Thank you so much for this beautiful question. I know we have a couple of moms that follow me that are also entrepreneurs, that also want to do something like a passion business or something different than the day-to-day. And the truth with motherhood is, of course, is monotonous, is day-to-day. The days feel very long and the years pass by fast, right? Like when you see them and you're celebrating their birthday, you're like, how fast? But then the day-to-day, it's long. So in this case, it sounds that you already have your startup business, so you already have your kind of like passion, or you found a niche that you want to start executing or that you want to start. And it's fair, it's valid that you want to do something different than the day-to-day mom. I know this is a big role. It's actually like not even a complete full-time job being a mom, especially of two toddlers. Toddlers are very demanding, okay, and they'll boss you around and bully you around. So you might feel that you don't have enough time, and this might be because you haven't created a structure in your house that includes making some time for this business. Remember, when we have a structure, when we have a schedule, that of course is not going to be 100% doable, because we have toddlers, they change sleeping routines, they get sick for a week or two, or you need to go out and travel and do play dates. Yes, it's kind of like a structure that is more, that it has more room to be flexible. It's not going to be like a very structure, like a job where you have to show up, you have meetings on Wednesdays. No, this structure has to be more flexible, and you have to be okay knowing that if the things that you wanted to do for the startup business, or the content, or the post, or the managing, whatever it is that you do, it's okay if some days you cannot do it. But having a structure like a schedule, for example, if you have someone that can help you, and this is an advice I gave recent to a client, she's also a mom of two babies, and I asked her to ask for help. So she has a mother-in-law, and I asked her to please talk to her if she can take care of the babies for maybe half a day, like 3 hours, 4 hours, Monday and Tuesday, or just one day a week. That way you can give, an opportunity to someone else to be with your kids, either if it's a relative or your husband, your friend, your sister, your mother-in-law, or if you have to pay, like you give an opportunity to someone else, but that it's going to free up some of the time that you can focus intentionally on batching your content, batching your work for these 4 hours, or if you can do more, of course, more, right? Like 2 days a week or something like that. So that's something that I started doing when I started studying for my certification as a life coach. I told my husband, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna need Wednesdays. So every day Wednesday, it was for me. So he took the baby the whole day, and I had time to do my online classes. I had to practice with other peers, other students that were doing the life coaching program, and I will do the homework, and I will also do, an errand if I had to, or just study for a quiz or something. And that way I knew that Wednesdays, no matter what, I will show up and do what I had to do. So that worked until we, found different type of help. And carving that time, especially dedicated to your business, your startup business, is going to make a difference. And also, babies take naps. And I know when they take a nap, we also want to take a nap, or sometimes like shower or eat, and we have to choose between cleaning or cooking or doing laundry or showering. And that's okay. Maybe you can carve up 15 minutes. I'm not asking you to like sit for hours. No. When you're a mom and you have little kids, and you have a business, we cannot sit for longer hours unless we have full-time help or they go to a daycare, right? But if you're a stay-at-home mom, that's our main job. And 15 minutes to just create a post and schedule it, or create something like a future blog, or if you want to reply an email, say, hey, as soon as they go down for their nap, 10 minutes, I'm gonna set an appointment with a client or reply all my emails. So you have little snippets in the day that you get to do one task. Sometimes we feel like we need an hour to sit down in our desk just to reply a few emails. Let's be honest, when we're moms, we want to be efficient and just work with the time that we have. So this is how I do it too. When she naps, I instantly shower, do what I gotta do, record a video, or just post a few things. And also right now I have this app that a friend recommended that is called Opus, and then it helps you edit the videos, and you can schedule them throughout the week in advance, so you don't have to be posting, right? And there is many apps that you can search that you can like plan your content, and maybe like Sunday night when the babies are sleeping, you spend 2 hours in your computer posting, like managing everything for the weeks ahead, and then during the week you're gonna have more free time. And also it's understanding that this is just a time in life, and we get to do our business as well, maybe not full throttle, because we know that at the same time we have this amazing phase that we're being the present moms for our kids. So don't feel guilty for that, okay? We get to do a little bit, and as long as you keep showing up, one video a week, one client a month. It's okay. It's moving. It's happening. And once they're older, you're going to have a lot of free time that you're going to really just immerse in your business. So it's fine. It's fine. We got this. We got this. Thank you for your question. Okay, next question. It says, you are amazing. Oh, Jess, I know you. You are amazing. Our 4-minute mile. What is your favorite transformation this far? Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate these. It's an honor to be called a 4-minute mile. I really appreciate that. And my favorite transformation this far in my journey, I will say I have different like milestones. And if I will have to choose a favorite one, has been definitely healing and seeking for higher power, seeking the connection with source, with God, with the universe, with my angels, with my guides, because that has made my life so much easier, so much fun, so much more magnetic. And that has definitely been the biggest transformation, because based on that connection that I have with source, with my higher self, with my guides, with God, with the universe, the prayers that I do, the connection that I have, I know and I'm guaranteed that the universe and God got my back. They will never let me down. God will never let me down. And I know this because I have strengthened that relationship with source and go deeper instead of go out. Like I always look inwards. And that transformation is my favorite one, because from that connection I have been able to manifest the life that I want, the husband that I have, the baby, the motherhood experience, the relationship experience, me giving back from my overflow. So that connection, when you seek the higher power and you know that you're supported, divinely supported, not just in this physical world by people or your mom or friends, no, from above, from source, this lifetime experience is going to become easier. And that has been definitely my favorite transformation, because from that I can create anything that I want, changing my body, changing my looks, changing my net worth, changing my education, acquiring new things. I always ask for guidance on what's my next step. And that definitely has made an impact and will continue to impact not just my life, but my family and the clients that I have or the people around me. So thank you so much for this question. And she also asked a second question, and it says, what is like being in high-end divinity? I love you, Jess. So I bought the book to explain what is high-end divinity. And this is the book from Mina Arfan called Lady Balls, and she explains the definition of high-end divinity. So if you are from Mina's world, you probably know. If not, let me read a little bit of the definition. If you are high-end divinity, you are high-end divinity if you have manifested everything you have desired and more for yourself, and now want to help others through overflow, rarely ever get triggered, and actually end up helping the people triggering you. Give more than you take from the world in the quantum field. You are aware of other timelines and lifetimes beyond just this one. Like, you know, there is another lifetimes and, you know, all of these things besides just like living in this box. You think this is it. No, there is more. Trust me. And you are able to jump and collapse timelines at the speed of light. Yes. So this stage is oneness in all things. In this stage, we move from manifesting to become it, right? To embody it, not just like talking about it or trying to manifest it. No, we embody it, we become it. And high-end divinity is my word for high priestess. In this stage, you are more activated in your consciousnness and metaphysical self than in your human animal self. And I really love this definition because this ties back to the first question you asked on how, you know, the transformation. And when you work from the hand of God in universe, your spiritual guides, your masters, your higher self, and you know that there is more than just this physical life, all of that becomes easier. Your life, you just manifest in quantum leap so fast. Like, I feel that last year was definitely 1 year. I lived 5 years in 1 year because the level of growth that I had last year by making one decision with my husband to move to Texas, I feel that I saved myself 5 years. That this year I really had to think like, oh my God, what do I want now? Like I manifested so quick and quantum leap so quick that now what, So being a high-end divinity makes me feel very honored and very happy, and just there is no limits on what can I create. But you have to connect with your higher power, with yourself. I always tell my clients the answer is inside of you. And many are very afraid of looking inside, because when you look inside, you're going to find triggers, you're going to find childhood trauma, you're going to find triggers from other people that have imposed in you, you're going to find limiting beliefs, you're going to find your shadows, you're going to find the demons that you haven't looked. But once you start getting rid of those things, those distractions, and heal, you're going to find that you are a soul that has a lot of power, and you have the power to transform not just your life and create what you want, but give back. Help other women wake up, because when they wake up, they can help their future generations. It's just a collective awakening. It's called the divine feminine awakening. And this is the era. We have to do the work for ourselves, and we have to help other women create it. But you cannot help someone when you need to help yourself first. So first is become her, embody her, heal her, and then you can go and help. It's the same concept of, when you're in a plane, they say, well, you need to put your mask first and then go help someone else. That is the same concept. You awaken yourself first, you heal, you transform, you become her, and then any trigger that comes up, because they're going to come up because we're humans, and humans we have ego, and we have the mind, and sometimes we compare, or just get triggered. And the sooner you help yourself resolve it, the sooner you learn to resolve the trigger, the faster you move, the faster you're going to manifest. And when you manifest the thing that you want, the faster you are going to quantum leap, manifest more, attract more. And the more you do it, the more you can give back, because you're living from your overflow. You are just enjoying it. Now it's time to give back. But first, put all your tools inside of you to elevate you. So living in this high-end divinity, I feel that this is just the first layer of what's out there. High-end divinity is a concept that we can understand, but beyond that, it's a whole new world of metaphysics that you can explore only if you go inside, only if you quiet your mind and you ask for support and you're willing to discover what's out there. So some of the things that I have done to discover that is hypnosis, past life regressions, Akashic record readings, and a lot of meditations, like meditation back and forth, and asking for support from the divine, trying to see that there is more out there, that God exists, and that there is more out there willing to help, but you haven't asked for help. You're distracted. And I'm not saying the girl that asked the question, I'm saying in general, right? Like, we live in a very distracted world right now, and we think this is it, the ego is superficial, when our spirit is beyond that, our mission is beyond that. So try to find where your soul comes from. Who are you? Like, who truly are you? You're not this body. This is just a vehicle we were given, that we chose to come and accomplish the goals and the purpose, to come to help awaken other people, or the mission that your soul has. So I really love this question, and I would love to start talking more about metaphysics and the things that we don't see, the things that we have the power to connect with, but we don't. I don't know why. Maybe it's taboo, it's fearful, but definitely this is something that is very deep and close to my heart, because this is something that I practice every day, and that has helped me accomplish the things that I have. So thank you so much. I appreciate this question. Ooh, we have one in Spanish. It says, solo quería decirte gracias por motivarme, y que nosotras las latinas sí podemos lograr lo que nos proponemos en este país. Sí, señora. It says, I just wanted to thank you for motivating me and showing that Latinas can make it happen and can we can accomplish what we set ourselves to do in this country. Absolutely. Me encanta. De nada, gracias a ti por mandarme esta pregunta o este comentario más bien. Lo recibo de todo corazón y sí, yo siento que latinas ahora tenemos que estar como que mostrándonos más, nos estamos escondiendo mucho o estamos compartiendo el contenido que no es apropiado o el contenido donde solo mostramos, ustedes saben, bailando o hablando babosadas, hablando tonterías. No, las mujeres latinas tienen un poder tan grande, un magnetismo tan grande y somos tan divinas que tenemos que empezar a mostrarnos de que nosotras también podemos. Ya se acabó toda esta limitación de que yo soy latina. No, mija, usted vino aquí a triunfar y así de que se me lo empieza a creer ya. Gracias, mi diosa, por este comentario. ¡Mua! Okay, another one. How do you overcome the fear of being seen to share your message and teachings on YouTube and social media? I love this question. You want the real truth about this one? I haven't overcome the fear of being seen. I learned to work with it. I learned to do it with it. I still do it afraid and I just show up. I think como que se me quitó la vergüenza, but I haven't overcome the fear of being seen. This happens, I didn't want to open a TikTok account because I didn't want to be seen. I only was doing cooking videos in Spanish because I knew as soon as I started sharing the message, I was going to be seen. I didn't want to start making videos in English because I knew some other people that I know that only speak English were going to see me or other people were going to see me. So that was fear of being seen. And now I do both languages. I really started talking about inner work, personal development, feminine energy, money, especially money. Oh my God, I was so scared of talking about it in English and in Spanish. But I just did it. I'm like, you know what? My purpose, the mission that my soul came here to do is bigger than this fear. So am I just going to waste a lifetime because I have fear? Or I'm just going to show up, came to do the work that God sent me here to do and start sharing the message with fear. Fear is just a reaction, a natural response from the body because it wants to keep you safe. And once you understand that how your human body, your physical body works, then you just work with it. You just say, hey, ego, hey, fear, I see you, I acknowledge you, thank you for being here, protecting me. But your girl got a mission, your girl got a job. I got a job to do and it's bigger than you. So guess what? You come in the ride, get in the car, let's go. And once I start talking, of course, the first 3 videos, I would say they were cringe. Like, I don't even want to look back at those videos. I think I deleted them because they were cooking videos. Even the talking videos, I think I still have them up. Some of the 3 years ago, I was talking so fast, I was shy and I would cringe. But guess what? I don't care. I had to show up. And it's just like anything else. You become confident the more you do it, the more you show up, the more comfortable you get with the camera. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Doesn't matter. Trust me, there is people out there sharing their message or sharing their reels, their dances, their jokes, their pranks, and they have no fear. They're just being themselves and they bring joy to TikTok or people that are watching them. So if you have a message, you have a brand, you have a business, show up. Because if you don't start doing it right now, in 5 years, guess what? You're going to be more fearful because you're going to say, I'm older now. How am I going to be showing up? But in 5 years from now, you can either have a blooming brand or have a lot of confidence or still be even more fearful. So I haven't overcome it. That's just something that I have decided to work with. And, oh well, yeah, se jodió todo. Yo me voy a venir aquí a hablar and I'm just going to show up. I got better at it, yes, more practice, because when you practice a lot, you get comfortable and confident, but I still have fear of being seen. So thank you. And I am being 100% honest. Thank you for your question. Another question, do you plan in the future to do something engineering related? Like if you're going to keep using your engineering degree? I love this question because I use engineering every day in my life. Engineering, I feel that it has been one of the biggest investments in my life in terms of like time and effort that I had to put in, also money, like I got loans and also financial aid, like someone was paying, right? With these, I feel that I learned a lot of critical thinking, solving problems, like solution orientated, and very technical. Like, I love designing. I'm very creative, and that's why I did good in it. I learned to learn. I learned to study, to learn, to create. And I feel like all of those tools I use every day in my day-to-day life. With my daughter, at my house, with my business, when I coach, when I do real estate, when I do investments, talking about money. It has built up so much of my character and like knowledge that I use it every day. This was definitely one of the big foundations. It gave me the confidence to be the businesswoman that I am, the critical thinking, the problem solving. Like all I will do for 7 years was solving problems. So it helps me a lot when I'm coaching because I'm thinking about solutions. Let's not dwell on the problem. Let's move forward. What's the solution? Like kind of like, the formulas, like they give you like all these like environments and the gas, the pressure, the temperature, but this cylinder is this length. They give you all the environment situation, and then you find a solution. So in coaching, when I do this, or in my own life, in the business that we have, okay, what's the scope? What do we have to work with? What are the materials? Let's build the solution. So I love this. I work in the construction industry for what, 4 years, I think? Yeah, because I did internships. Yes, like 4.5. And I still involved in real estate. So when we talk to like an architect, or when we talk to like investors or properties, I know what I'm talking about. Like I know I have this background that I always gonna get to use. And also engineering related, like getting a job, no. Or following, like to get my PE, which is the professional engineering license for your state. No, I have no vision to continue climbing the ladder. I have my own ladder, and that's my divine ladder. I don't see myself working for corporate unless I absolutely have to, out of necessity. But I have developed so many other skills that I don't have to box myself in just doing an engineering job. I know I can go land a 6-figure job. I'm very confident in that, especially nowadays. And I'm going to say something that maybe is not politically correct, but companies right now love to hire diversity. I say it. Companies love to hire diversity. So I'm a Latina. I am a mom. I am an engineer. And some companies love to hire, your diversity hires, because they want to show that they give opportunities to people of color, to females. And if I have to use that card, I will do it. But once they hire me, they're going to know I'm the real deal, because I'm very smart. I know what I'm doing. I have the confidence and the charisma, which a lot of engineers lack. Like they're just like, they're designing. They don't know how to talk to clients, have the charisma, close the deal. I got it. Okay, I got it. I've been out in the investing world, the teaching, the coaching. I know I will land a job. I'm very confident about it. And many people say, well, you haven't worked for X amount of years. How are you going to land a job? Well, in that X amount of years, I have developed so many other skills. I even became a life coach, an investor, a developer. I coach around money. Don't you think that at least those engineers are going to need some coaching, life coaching for their relationships or their money mindset, speaking in public or something, or learn Spanish? Shit, I don't know. Like in that X amount of years, I have developed so many skills, plus raising a daughter. So if you think that you're out of the game because you're not using your degree, think about all the skills that you have learned in those years that you're not using your degree, and make something out of it, okay? And especially now, I feel like the younger generations do not want to work in corporate world. So when someone like me shows up and I'm like, hey, I have this gap in my resume, but in that gap, I've been raising my child, I become a life coach, I've been coaching women around money, all of that. I have a YouTube channel, I am a relationship coach, I am an investor, a developer, I own real estate, I build websites. Like, what's up? Like, you got something for me? I don't see myself going into the engineering world. If I have to, of course, I'll use my degree. But as I say, I use it every day in my life. And I love engineering. I love developing. I love technology, everything that has to do with that. I just do not see myself in the corporate, especially raising a daughter. That's my main job right now, being a present mom and being a stay-at-home mom for her. With that time that I have, I know it's busy, but I always educate myself. I'm always taking classes, courses, investing in myself, trying to like do these videos, reading books, paying for like mentors and paying for life coaches, things that are going to help me elevate myself. So once I free up my time a little bit when she's older, or my, if I have another kid in the future when they're older, I'm gonna have all this set of skills and all this knowledge that I can execute, right? Like, don't be just that mom that is just like there, just playing all day and just, no, learn something new. If you're playing, put an audiobook, like 20 minutes when you're making a meal, or if you're driving your kids somewhere, play the audiobook, the training online, something to keep your brain trained. Love this question. Thank you so much, Carlita, for asking these. I love it. Hi, Polkiz. How can I get comfortable wanting more money when I don't come from a rich family? I want to create wealth with my husband. Thank you for this question. I definitely think that this is a process. This is something that it has fear. Of course, all of us have beliefs, especially we don't come from a rich family. But working with the fear is the same context that I explained with the fear of being seen, the fear of talking about money and admitting that you want money. Of course, a fear comes up, right? A fear of shame. Like, what is my family going to think that I'm trying to change the course of this family? Like, I'm trying to create money and admitting that I want money. A lot of us Latinos, because I know your background, my friend, a lot of us Latinos believe that if we admit that we want money, it's going to seem like very como que arrogantes, like arrogant, like, oh, you just want money, materialistic, or you're just like super creída. So all of these things are just limiting beliefs, and we need to break the cycle from our family, especially if you want to create wealth with your husband for your future family. Getting comfortable wanting money is start accepting that you want it. Okay, the desire showed up, you want more money, and embrace it. Say, yes, God, yes, I want money. Yes, I deserve it. Yes, I can have it. Start accepting it. Because if we keep hiding it, that desire hiding in the closet is not going to do anything, because you're hiding it. You're covering it with all these beliefs or justifications of why you cannot want and accept and create money and abundance in your life. So first step is accepting that desire, acknowledge it, and embrace that you want it. Second is voice it. Tell a good friend, not a friend that has limited mind. Someone like you, put me here. I want more money. How can I get comfortable wanting more money? You already told me and we're discussing about it. So when you start putting it out there, discussing it with people that have it or have goals to want it too, you're going to start admitting it and start creating the path to where you start learning about finances. Third step will be start learning about money. Any book about manifestation, any book about financial literacy, which is more technical, like stocks, investing, real estate, money mindset, or any other book about money energetics. Those two types of books, you need to start reading them, listening to them, doing the embodiment exercises that they give you, and start shifting the belief in your brain that you get to have it. I don't care if I don't come from a rich family. I definitely do not come from that family. I'm the first one in my family that went to school and has created this lifestyle from this family. And definitely a lot of fear came up, and after like they judge, after like the things were spoken or that I accepted it, it's done. Like, this is my new identity. This is the new path. So either take it or leave it or get out of my way. Like, I believe that just because I came from a poor family or like not an affluent family, I don't get to have it. That's a super limiting belief and a waste of lifetime. I did not come here to waste my lifetime. Yes, my soul chose to come in that country with those parents, but because he knew it was going to accomplish it, so I can teach it back. So now that you have this desire, you need to follow through, and God, the universe, will provide that for you once you start doing the footwork. So I love this question. Good luck, and I will love to hear your testimonial when you start doing it. Okay, last question. Ahora sí. Any advice on motivating your husband to make more money? Yes. Start appreciating what he's already making. And if he's not making a lot, he's not providing a lot, he's not making the amount that you want, never shame him. Never, ever, ever shame him or make him feel less. You have to appreciate the little effort or the little money with a lot of effort that he's making, because I bet he puts a lot of effort. Like if you go to work and don't make a lot of money, at least you're making an effort to show up to work and provide for your family. So you have to start with appreciating. You're not going to motivate a man by diminishing them. Oh my God, I've seen women that put their husband down and they expect them to do more money, to make more money, to bring more money. Tell me, how is that man is going to be motivated to go get a second job or a higher paying job where you're not even appreciating what he's doing already? So I remember we were sitting in this table, it was like a lunch, I think, and this woman was really talking crap about her husband on how little was he making, and now she had to work more hours because he was not capable of doing enough money. I felt super bad for this man because his friends were present, and I really just wanted to like comfort him, like, I'm sorry, you know, but that's not the way to motivate a man. Shame him in front of his other male friends. You know, like that man, I felt that his balls were cut in that conversation. And if she's doing that in public with his friends, imagine the conversations they have at home. And I know this is hard to hear, but we have the power to motivate men. First, you have to respect the man. He's the leader of the house, and you need to let him lead. And if that amount of money is what he can do right now, is try gratitude, try appreciating the effort and the money that he's bringing. And when he sees you happy in receiving and not judging and seeing that you appreciate him, trust me, he's gonna feel motivated to go get a raise, go get a promotion, change jobs, get a second job, pick up more clients, whatever he has to do to keep seeing you shine, to keep seeing you happy. But you never motivate a man by cutting his balls. That's just the truth. And you need to create that polarity by receiving and being appreciative and show him respect. Any leader deserves respect. So that was everything, my goddesses. Thank you so much. This was definitely so fun. I love doing that. I will try to do that the next month. Maybe I'll try to do it like once a month where I put these questions. And I'm also going to put it here. I forgot to put it in the community, but you can send your questions and we will do some like this video. So thank you for watching. Below is all the information for my life coaching packages if you want to coach with me for relationships, money, life coaching in general, career, spirituality that we talk, right? Like high-end divinity, like the metaphysics of manifestation. You can definitely coach about that. Also, I have an online mastermind about money, because we talk a lot about money, and I'm planning to add more modules this year. So definitely check it out. I'll leave it in the description box. I also have the money series in English and Spanish, talking everything money, also in the description box. Thank you for watching, and I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.